What's up everybody, welcome back to another Dazzle video. Today we're going to be finding out which heal item is the best heal item for Dazzle. We're going to look at raw numbers, raw heal numbers, and we're also going to look at heal numbers per gold spent. We're going to find which item is going to give the most heal relative to the cost of that item. We're going to test a few items here. We're going to test the Shard, we're going to test Locket, we're going to test Mech, we're going to test Greaves, we're going to test Octarine Core, and we're going to test our Aghanim Scepter. We will not be testing Yasha and Kaya, even though the 25% cast speed bonus affects Dazzle a tiny bit. It's not really a realistic item that we're ever going to consider buying. And speaking of Yasha and Kaya, I also want to go over the difference between spell amplification and heal amplification. Spell amplification only amplifies the damage from our spells. Heal amplification will only amplify the heal. It kind of sucks because when we read our Shadow Wave spell, it kind of makes it seem like we're supposed to be doing the same amount of damage that we do heal. So if we increase the heal, we should increase the damage. But it does not work like that. If you buy a heal amplification item, only the heal will go up. And if you buy a spell amplification item, only the damage will go up. So we will not be testing any of the spell amplification items. For the test here, I have my ally who's going to be at 1 HP thanks to Armlet. We're also going to be turning off health and mana regen so he doesn't regen at all by himself. And for our Dazzle, we're going to have the item equipped. So we're going to test her Shard first, and we're not going to have any of the talents equipped for any of these. Here we go. So we're just going to do full duration, ult every single time, and then we'll compare numbers. All right, so 3 is going to be the standard here, and then for this one, it's going to be 1899 heal for just the Shard. All right, the next test is going to be for our Holy Locket. We have set Holy Locket to maximum charges, so 25 charges, just to give it the benefit of the doubt. And we'll see what we end up here. Nice. 1950 heal. The next item is going to be Mech. Mech ended up being 1498. The next item we're going to test is going to be Guardian Greaves. Guardian Greaves did 1620 heal. Okay, now we're going to be testing out Aghs. Aghs did 1058 heal. Now, before we move on to Octarine Core, I want to test out multiple enemies that surround our opponent. So Aghanim Scepter, how it works is the more enemies surround your ally, the more heal that your spells will do, and the more weave stacks that your ally will get as well. For example, with one enemy surrounding your ally, you did 1702 heal. Now with 2 enemies surrounding your ally, you ended up doing 2306 heal. Now we're going to test out 1 ally and 3 enemies surrounding that ally, and we ended up doing 2924 heal. And finally, we're going to test 1 ally and 4 enemies. We end up doing 3,489 heal. And then the last item we're going to test is Octarine Core. 1203 heal. To conclude, we are going to go over 2 lists. Number 1 is the raw healing numbers, ranking them in order from most to least. We have our Aghanim Scepter with 4 enemies surrounding the ally, then 3, then 2 enemies surrounding the ally. Then we're going to have our Locket with max charges. Then we're going to have our Aghanim Scepter with 1 enemy surrounding the ally. Then we're going to have our Guardian Greaves, then our Mech, then our Octarine Core, and then Aghanim Scepter without any enemies surrounding our ally. Now we're going to go over our efficiency list. And all I did here was I took the raw heal and I divided it by the cost of that item. For some of these items, I took into account that you were already going to buy some of these basic items. So for Holy Locket, I assumed you were already going to have Magic Wand. The same thing with Brown Boots and Guardian Greaves. The number one efficient heal item for Dazzle is going to be his Aghanim shard. Second place is going to be Locket. Third place is going to be Mech. Fourth place is going to be Aghanim Scepter with 4 enemy heroes surrounding your target. Next is going to be Aghanim Scepter with 3, then 2, then Guardian Greaves, then Aghanim Scepter with 1 enemy surrounding your ally, and then it's going to be a tie between Octarine Core and then Aghanim Scepter with your ally just standing alone by himself without any enemies surrounding them. I was surprised to see how efficient the shard and the locket were. I still don't recommend that we go fully into heal builds anymore, but obviously that is a classic way to play Dazzle. Playing Dazzle as a strict healer is not as good as it used to be. There's a lot more heroes that have really good heal mechanics built in. Literally this morning, I played with a warlock ally that was barely involved in any of the fights, and this guy had way more heal than me. It goes to show there's just better options if you want to go for a full heal build, but I thought this video would be kind of useful in your decision making on when you buy certain heal items versus when you buy others. All right, hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are, and good luck in your next games as Dazzle!